Live from Studio 2A in PIX Plaza, this is the PIX 11 Morning News with Sukanya Krishnan and Corey Chambers.
All right, Mets fans, we know it. They're waking up pretty sad this morning about the way the World Series has started out.
Yeah, but we didn't get this far to give up, right, guys? So joining us this morning is sports editor of the Daily National, Mike Baco, and sports psychologist, Dr. Leah Lagos. So nice to have you here. She just had a baby here, everybody. Congratulations. So nice to have you, and we can't wait to meet your bundle of joy. But there was no joy. There was no joy yesterday in Kansas City. Mike, what happened?
I mean, the only joy is that Met fans got a little bit more sleep than the night before, not having to stay up until 1:30. But basically what we expected to happen in this series, the Royals really playing to their strengths against these Mets pitchers. The Mets pitchers throwing strikes. Kansas City Royals do not strike out. So it's this, the strength of the Mets, the strength of the Royals, and the Royals are obviously coming out on top, and you're just seeing it at bat after at bat. They can't put them away, and they're getting these hits late in the count, and it's just very frustrating for the pitchers.
All right, so can we talk about all the hitters being lefties and the pitchers being righties? Does that play at all? Because all the Mets power hitters, pitchers are righties, and all the power hitters on Kansas City are lefties.
Yeah, lefty-righty matchups. Obviously, that plays into Kansas City's
wheelhouse.
You have to wait until Game 4 when Steven Matz, who's a lefty, pitches. But by that point, the Mets may be down 3 games to none.
Here's the deal, right? So the cover of the Daily News this morning, Panic City, okay? Panic City. So here's my question. Is it time to panic? I mean, should we be panicking?
I think the guy who's on the front page of the newspaper, Daniel Murphy, here's a guy who carried them through the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. He's not doing much. David Wright is not doing much. Cespedes is not doing much. You could go down the list of guys who are not doing much.
And they're saying they're not panicking. David Wright, for instance, saying, hey, look, we're looking to the next game. It's just we're looking to Friday, and that's it. They always say that, don't they? But I know inside they have to be looking at the big picture. As a sports psychologist, I wonder, how do you, when you're down 2 games, turn your head, say, hey, look, we can do this, and not kind of get beaten down by the fact you've lost twice?
They have to get out of their head, Corey, and into their heart, finding their passion, finding their purpose, finding something that's bigger than themselves and the scores.
It's a young team, though, so go with that. I mean, with the young, I think like David Wright is feeling the pressure right now. He's coming home. He held a press conference yesterday, and you could feel that he's like, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to be able to do it. And they're also comparing it to the '86 Mets, talking about scores. Will they be able to turn it around? But can we compare the 2 teams, though, psychologically? Because those guys were bad boys, and they could dig deep in '86. Can these guys do it in 2015?
It's a great way to reframe the situation and say there's an upside. It's been done before. We can do it again.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily foretell the future, but look, panic is a strong word. Stress is not always negative. We don't necessarily want them to be as cool as a cucumber out there. We want them to be alert and focused and reframing their kind of anxious state into a positive.
We got to reframe it. We're going to do it like '86. Dr. Lagos, thank you. Mike Baco, thank you so much. And, of course, we're all over it on PIX 11. News at 7 starts right now.